everything changes.
Hey, what's up, Rockstars? Welcome into the RockstarFlipper YouTube channel. And this is gonna be a special series I'm starting. It's gonna be 100 days of bolos. That's be on the lookout for exciting, great items that you should be looking for to sell on eBay, Amazon, and Poshmark. Now, based on the item and based on the platforms that you sell on, you will know which one it is appropriate for, or if it's appropriate to cross-post on multiple platforms. So I'm gonna start today with number one, and I will upload one video every day for the next 100 days, in addition to my normal YouTube video upload. So we'll still have the normal channel, and I will just add this on as a short little video. Now, I'm gonna be in possession of some of these items. Some of them I may not be. It just depends on what my inventory is at the time. However, I'm gonna start with number one, my favorite item. You guys know what it is, I collect it, and it's Robert Graham button up, button down, button front, whatever you wanna call it. Robert Graham dress shirts, casual shirts. These guys, these are awesome. And I've got a few to show you today. I've got a limited edition, a regular, and a couple different variations that I'm gonna show you out of my personal collection. And this one is actually for sale. This is a Robert Graham Black History button-up flip cuff shirt. Now, this one is for sale. It's an extra large. So before I go any further, if you are interested in this, before I put it up for sale on eBay or Poshmark, email me, first come, first serve, rockstarflipper@gmail.com. Let me know that you want it. I'm gonna put it up. I was gonna list it. Most of these Robert Grahams are about $30 to $50. This one I was gonna list for probably on the higher end because it is special. Probably gonna list this around 60 or 70. If you want it directly for $49 free shipping, email me, rockstarflipper@gmail.com, and I will ship it off to you. Let me show you guys what it looks like. So Robert Graham was started by two guys in 2001, both of them with a history in the clothing and textile industry. Started with crazy designs. You guys can see what this one looks like. Let me show you another one I have sitting here. So this is another one, which we'll talk about in just a minute. And then this is one of my personal ones. You guys love this shirt probably the most. This is a limited edition. So let's go over them. Let's go over what they include, what they should have, how to tell if they're real or not. Now, some of these are faked. They're not heavily faked, but they are faked. So you do have to be careful. They're made in India. A select few of them are made in China. So if your shirt says made in India, chances are, at least for the button-ups, it is real. As long as the rest of it checks out. Of course, there's other things that can be faked, but made in India is something to look for. If it says it's made in China, it doesn't mean that it's fake right away. It means that there's a chance that it's fake, and you'll have to do a little more research, and I'll show you what I mean in just a minute. So this one is a 100% legitimate, real Robert Graham Black History collector's edition. I've seen some other names for it, but the one that I did see listed and sold a couple months back said Black History, and it was also titled as, I think it said Black African American History. Right here on the neckline, it has Martin Luther King, which is pretty cool. On the back behind Martin Luther King, it has some of the protesting. I'll send you, if you're definitely really interested in it, more up close photos if you require. So with that being said, the first thing to look for is going to be the Robert Graham tag, which is gonna look a little something like this. Now, obviously based on the year, it's been 18 years they've been making these. Some of these look different. So you guys can see this one is just kind of a cursive letter, Robert Graham name tag there. This one on the limited edition is a very heavily embroidered Robert Graham. And then if we take this other one that I have, this is embroidered as well, but not quite as nice and heavy as the limited edition. And there it is. Okay, so that's the tag. Now, one thing that all Robert Graham shirts have is knowledge, wisdom, truth, and it's gonna appear on the bottom of the buttons after the very last button, down here. What you wanna look for is it's gonna be sideways. It's gonna say knowledge, wisdom, truth. There it is on that one. Let me show you what it looks like on the limited edition one because it's way down here. Here it is on the limited edition one, same spot. That's where they put them. Now, here's something to look for fakes. If it's missing the knowledge, wisdom, truth, it could be fake, but it doesn't guarantee it's fake. Why? Because some people have these shirts custom tailored. Now, do you see this? It's missing it, but look, This shirt has been tailored. How can I tell? Well, the bottom button is really close to the bottom here, and it's got some stitching going. If you look, this other one's bottom button is pretty far up. That bottom button appears up here, and look at the length. This shirt, this colorful one, was tailored. So it had knowledge, wisdom, truth on it, but they got rid of it. So that's something to pay attention to as well in case your shirt was tailored, you're buying it on the used market. If you're buying it brand new, it absolutely positively should have the knowledge, wisdom, truth. The other thing to look for, there it is, it's the made in India and the size. This is an extra large, the one I'm selling, again, extra large. Look for the stitching behind the neck. It's gonna be hard to see in the video, but this stitching should be perfect all the way around the neckline, all the way to the front. Also, when you have one of these flip cuffs with the sleeves, do you see how it has the design on the inside? That stitching on the inside of the cuff, again, unless it's been hemmed or tailored, should be pretty much perfect. Now, every shirt, if you read Robert Graham's story, every shirt is not made the same. Even if they make two of these, it will be slightly different because of the material and the patterns, but the quality is still the same. Even though the difference in the pattern, the difference in the design or the layout might be slightly off, the quality of the workmanship will still be on point. Now these shirts retail, something like a regular Robert Graham, something like this, non-limited edition, this is gonna be like $159 to $259 retail. That's brand new. They have their own stores. They have one in Vegas, which I'll show you guys during eBay Open. I go into it. They have, Nordstrom, I think Neiman Marcus also carries them. Quite a few stores carry them. So $159 to $259 typically for a button-down retail shirt. Something that's a special edition like this one was probably somewhere between $250 and $350 retail if I had to guess when they released special edition ones, signature line ones. And then these limited edition ones, these can range anywhere from $350 on up to $600. I think this shirt's about $500 retail. I actually got mine for $7, so it's pretty cool. Thrift stores, go Salvation Army. If you own 100 shirts and you can prove it, not just that you bought them retail, they don't care if you bought them retail, but if you own 100 shirts and you can show them photographic evidence of all 100, and I don't know if it matters that you bought them from a third party or directly from them, I'll have to check. They name a shirt after you, which is pretty cool. So that's Robert Graham, that's the button-down shirts. What can you get for these on the used market? Okay, so the regular market on these is gonna be around 30 to 50. If they're plain, if they're solid, if they're just normal stripes, like everyday stripes, 30, 40 bucks is about usual on the used market. For something very colorful and stylish like this, these eclectic ones, it's very, very common to see these in businessmen. Miami's really popular for these, LA. People that like to wear out of the ordinary stuff. You're talking about 50 to 60 for a really colorful one like that. A special edition, like I just said, I would have probably listed this for $60 or $70 for a special edition one. That's special run line of them. I'm gonna sell it to the first person that emails me for $49 direct, free shipping. And then for these limited edition, that's different than special runs, that's limited edition, which they say limited edition on them. And you can look them up and check. This shirt, if I listed it right now, this is a very special one. I could get 200 to 300 for this one used because it's 500 new. Most of the limited editions are gonna run on the used market at least 100, 100 and a quarter. That's really the bare minimum you wanna get for those. If they're plain, if they're really special, if they've got crazy designs like this one, or they have really bold, there's one with a samurai and one with a knight and one with race cars and one with baseball players. Those are ones that are gonna fetch used market 200 plus, and that's because they're $400, $500, $600 shirts on a retail day. So that's number one. It's a Robert Graham shirt. Take a look at them. Try to pay anywhere from $1 to $10 or $15 for them used. If they're special editions or limited editions, you can pay $20, $25 and still make some money, especially on the limited editions. And this is part of also the Bolo list. If you already own my complete sourcing Bolo bundle in the list, these are on it. They're obviously my favorite item. I love them. And it's number one on our series of 100 awesome items to sell on eBay, Amazon, and Posh. I will link below the rest of my Bolo list, the rest of my Bolo bundle, which includes 11 guides and over 700 additional items to look for, clothing, shoes, electronics, hard goods, and everything else that you can think of will appear on that list. It's all together in PDF and Excel format, so check that out. Grab the link below and continue watching these each day for a new item. I'll also put these on my social media links later today. So thanks guys so much for watching. This is day number 1, Robert Graham. I'll label it number 1, and make sure you do pick up that Bolo bundle down below. It will change your life, it will change your business, change your sourcing and your mindset, and you will make the money back on that on any one item. See you next time, guys.